It's the Big 8 Morning Mass with Mark and Chris. I'm Mark Kaye. That's Chris Campbell.
Hello.
And on the phone is this Michael Emerson, a.k.a. Benjamin Linus from Lost.
Good morning.
Oh, my God. It's totally him. It's his voice and everything.
Back in Jacksonville.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Listen, first of all, we are like beside ourselves with glee that you are calling in today.
It's fun. It's fun. You know, I used to live in Jacksonville.
Shut up. When did you live in Jacksonville?
I lived in Jacksonville from the middle 80s to the middle 90s. I started acting in Jacksonville.
Come on.
Wait, were you at the Alhambra Dinner Theater?
No, that's the one theater in town where I never worked. I'm not really a song and dance person.
Yeah.
I can't see you being a song.
So
and
what
dance
did you do
person.
when you were in Jacksonville here?
I did whatever I could, you know. I did. I worked at Theater Jackson, River City Playhouse,
yeah.
Players by the Sea. I've done all of them. I did plays at UNF and.
Oh my God.
You know, I supported myself by directing and building scenery. I did some commercials. I used to do crazy training films up in Brunswick, Georgia for the government.
Oh, my God. I can't believe that Ben from Lost did training films for the government.
I know.
Then you take the grenade and you pull the pin.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
So then after Jacksonville, did you move to the island directly, or was there a stop in between?
No, it was a long, checkered route. I ended up going to Alabama to grad school, and then I worked my way back to New York, and I did plays for a lot of years, and eventually I broke into television. Michael
Emerson has done an amazing amount of work. All we really want to talk about today, though, is your role of Ben Linus on Lost.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm telling you, there are several like creepy, really, truly evil characters that come on television. J.R. Ewing, for example, Jenny Jones, Sally Jesse Raphael. But you really take the cake with this performance.
Oh, you are amazing.
It's a good character. I really like the way it's written.
I can imagine. Do you have any input into the writing, or now that they see what you do with it, do they say, hey, what do you think, Michael? Should we make Ben this creepy or that creepy?
I don't really ever talk to the writers. They're in Los Angeles, and I'm in Hawaii.
Oh,
but I
that's
can
right.
tell that they watch the dailies. They watch how I play the part, and then because every episode they write the part to sound a little bit more like my real voice.
Right. Oh, that's good.
Sort of an interesting, circuit that we have.
Oh.
Now, of course, you're out in Hawaii, as we know, with all the rest of the cast. Do people stop you on the street now and just give you evil looks, or do they cross and go the other way?
Sometimes, people seem to be sort of pleased to be terrified by me, and they are very formal with me. People keep their distance.
We saw you at the Emmys.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You got nominated along with John Locke.
Yeah, it was great fun.
And then he won, and then you shot him and left him for dead.
Yeah. Well, that's the way that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
You
get that.
can't have it all. Come on.
Right?
So now, you came in the second season of Lost. Did you watch the first season at all? Were you like a fan?
Yeah. I mean, it was always, my wife was a fanatical follower of the show.
Oh,
and,
really?
So it was always on in our house, and I suppose I saw about half of them before I got the call to go to work there.
Oh, really?
Oh, so was it a situation where they called you, they knew they wanted you personally, or that you tried out for it or auditioned?
This was one of those rare cases where I actually got offered the job, but that it wasn't like they said, please come and be a series regular on our show. It was to have been a guest spot.
Right, but then you and your acting genius turned it into a full-time gig.
Well, I think they were trying me out, and they were also trying out the sort of concept of the role.
Yeah.
That
Leader
seemed to go pretty well.
Leader of the Others, and for you Lost fans, former member of the Dharma Initiative, which that's a great storyline, too, when you, killed everybody.
Yeah, that was interesting. So dark. I was shocked.
Yeah.
when I saw
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Do you look at the script and go, what the F am I doing now?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you do. Because sometimes it seems to be out of character or more extreme than you would have imagined.
Right.
That's the only time I ever called the writers.
Oh, really?
I just wanted to know that I hadn't been, because I always had this sort of possibly naive notion that I was going to turn out to be a heroic character.
Oh, that's a shame.
Hold on to that.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's
Grasp tightly.
Michael Emerson, former Jacksonville native and now a star of Lost. He plays Benjamin Linus on Lost, which is Thursday nights on ABC.
I read something on the internet, Michael, and I realize that it's, you can't always believe everything you read. So,
come on, Wikipedia.
I'm just checking. When the flashback, when they had you as a boy, was your mother played by your real life wife?
She was.
That's creepy.
That started out as a sort of a joke between us.
Yeah.
And then, careful what you talk about.
Yeah, seriously.
So your wife's an actress, too. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's a wonderful actress. We've worked together several times on different programs.
Oh,
Wow.
I have seen her on a ton of things. She's done a lot of stuff.
You know, every time you turn on Law and Order, she's in.
Yeah, seriously.
Now, Michael Emerson, how far in advance do they let you know what's happening? I mean, with your character, because you seem to be the only one on the show that really knows everything or pretends to. So, do they make you a little more privy to what's going on than the other actors?
No, I'm always the last one in the company to hear about him.
Really?
And no one really knows anything in advance. The episode we shoot next week, I still don't have a script for.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
That's okay.
I'll get it 2 days before I work.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's as much as I know in the future.
Hey, we've got another 45 minutes on this show, and I have no clue what's coming up.
Not an idea.
Now, are you? I mean, you don't. The thing about Lost too, which must be really just mind-bending or mind-blowing for the actors, is that you really never know when your last episode's going to be. I mean, you could take a bullet at any time.
It's true. That's always sort of hanging over you.
Yeah, they have no qualms about killing off main characters.
No, but the beauty of Lost is, too, that even after you're killed, it doesn't mean you're not on the show anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, good point.
Is Charlie coming back in any more like flash forwards? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Well, we saw him a couple of times
we
this
did.
season. He hasn't been around the island, so I think we may not see him for a while, but don't rule anything out.
Never
Wow.
do. Lost, of course, our favorite show. Michael Emerson, who plays Ben. Listen, we know you're busy, but before you go, we have just one more question. Can you kind of tell us what's going on with the island and everything?
Yeah, what's this game you're playing with John Locke?
Yeah, come on, exactly. In 30 seconds or less. So where is this all going to end up?
You know, no one has ever asked me that.
Yeah.
One of the most brilliant actors. Now, you're going to get nominated again, I hope, this year.
Oh, God, yeah.
That would be all right, but it's just fun to go. I would just like to see the show get more awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got the shaft that we were so upset. I didn't watch the Emmys that year
So
because
mad.
they just kind of overlooked the entire program.
Yeah, someday they'll be sad when they don't have us to kick around.
From Lost on ABC,
Wow.
which is Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. He's a brilliant actor and a former Jacksonvillian. Now he's just a villain. It's Michael Emerson. Ladies and gentlemen.